Welcome back to Path of Exile. We're at the beginning of Act 2. Let's speak with Einhar and also with Arimor. We need to do some inventory management and continue on.
That look in your eye, I recognize it. A survivor, just like Einar.
Come to think of it, there are a few changes to the endgame missions. I think you can no longer choose them from the map device. We're gonna have to figure everything out once we reach maps. Plenty to do before that.
I've seen many an exile come and go, into the forest or into the ground. Those bandits you've encountered out there, they're the dregs of Oriath. And with any foul broth, the nastiest chunks bubble to the surface. Keep your wits about
We're gonna
you.
have to deal with all the 3 nastiest chunks. I think I'm not going to make a deal with any of the bandits.
Make it fast.
So we're gonna sell those, might as well sell the chainmail too. Or I could identify these. We have enough. What the hell, let's do it. Nothing is particularly good, maybe the armor. We're gonna sell it, and I do want the life and the attributes, evasion. These mods are not ideal, but they are good. So that is the Withering Step. We also want Flame Dash, and honestly it's working just fine.
Exiles.
So the Axiom Perpetuum was the Dropper Merveil, and I'm going to stash the ring as well. Speaking of rings, I'm going to head back to Act 1 because we didn't pick up the skill gems from Nessa.
I thought you were a fool for seeking out Merveil. A fool in love with death. Now, I don't know.
And we're going to pick up Essence Drain. I don't think anything else has the Chaos tag.
Take care.
So level 12, Efficacy Blight, Arcane Surge and Contagion. Not that we really need Contagion linked with anything, but it's going to help with a single target.
Yes?
And speaking of single target, I'm going to pick up another Void Manipulation Gem. There it is.
Take care.
So we're gonna place that here. We have 2 3-links. That's good enough for Act 2. We're not gonna need a 4-link for quite some time. Maybe once we get Bane, or once we get... what was the final skill? Oh, this one we can get rid of. So, change to shock, we don't want it on those. The scouts, that's fine. Change to... Wait, what transition? Something strange happened there. These tiny enemies are most annoying. Deadly too. There is a version, even though you meet them somewhat later on in the game, that have a very annoying static discharge with lightning damage. They also cause a lot of bleeding.
I barely recognize myself.
Speaking of bleeding, there we go. This is the exit that leads towards the crossroads. None of the enemies here are particularly interesting. Just gonna enter. We need the waypoint here. We were looking for the entrance to the den. We never found it. We're gonna have to backtrack. The scarecrows. Like their design. And with dash, we need to keep moving up. Chamber of Sins. Movement speed. These are the zombies,
Air stinks of thaumaturgy.
which is fine. I don't really
could
care
learn a
about the
thing or two
arachnids
here.
as well. Life flask. We're going to keep the mana flask. Scale vest we're not gonna need. Oh, dead end. I see a strong box. We're gonna ignore it. Essence. I'm not ignoring the essence. Maybe we can craft one of the rings. Essence of... Whoa. Picking up the weapon too. Next up, the waypoint. This is the essence drain. Oh, this is blocked as well. That's interesting. And annoying also. Tormented Arsonist. Mana modifiers are scarcer. Yeah, scarcer.
It's dirty work, but somebody's got to do it.
I don't think the boarding axe. Why did I even pick this up? Okay, enough time wasted. Let's go back into the old fields. Look at all these people.
Make it fast.
Glad to see they're enjoying the league lines. Scale vest. Honestly, I think it's somewhat better. Even the life... Yeah, even the life region is good.
Going.
Looking for a cave entrance. So maybe, just maybe this way. Really annoying enemies there. Flame Hellions. Where can I place a blue socket? So Greater Flask, that is a decent improvement. We can... I have a couple of chromatic orbs. So how about... hold on. Should probably change these gloves. I like the strength though. Efficacy, blight. Actually no. Void manipulation. And then we have essence drain, arcane surge, and void manipulation. Infused channeling can just go away. And we can equip Flame Dash right there.
When I'm ready, and not before.
Ringmail boots, there's a tricorn hat. We're gonna keep the 3-link that we have. And I guess that's about it. Back to the encampment. So, let's speak with Yina.
I am Yina, keeper of the spirit.
Keeper of the spirit.
The beast's spirit is at rest. No more pain. Take this in thanks from me, and from the suffering animal that you have helped.
Can grab a belt, can grab another Quicksilver. I'm not sure how powerful the belt is going to be. What we have is actually solid, and we can craft life on it. So why not another Quicksilver? Tends to avoid being stunned. I mean, sure. Gonna sell both of those.
Goodbye. The spirit hunts with.
Any interesting ones? +1 to cold spell skill gems. 2 of these. Sure, we might need some of these. Attack speed that is not cast speed, and these are not linked. Which is fine.
To you.
And the essence we are going to keep. This ones we can also keep. We should probably get rid of the bismuth. Who's ready to hunt a couple of beasts? Remove 1 flask charge. When slain, that is not good at all.
Ready, Exile? It is time to hunt! This land is dying, but even a rotting carcass has its uses, yes?
So a red beast and a yellow beast. I really do not like what the spirits have done to this area. That is why we have 2 Quicksilvers. We're gonna get out of here. Was the waypoint, and we need
We will be best friends, Beast, until we slaughter you!
captured 1. I'll pick up the transmute. But more intelligence. So what's going on here? A greater mana flux. Sure. We're going across from the waypoint to find the entrance to the lower level. Probably ignore everything. Leveling up some of these gems. So let's equip this one. I'm not gonna need the previous. If we find a decent one that has a 3-link, maybe we can use the Matter in Essence. Or maybe we can use it on the Circlet. Or we can wait for a 4-link. So some of these regenerate faster start of energy. Energy shield. What energy shield? On one hand, I want to say that we are using the purity of elements, so we don't care about shock. Immediately run into a dead end. So iron scale, these are somewhat better. And do we need the strength? How much do we have? 78. Yeah, probably not. Everything else is somewhat useless. The defenses are fine. 34. Yeah. Will help us reduce the physical damage that we take. Might even avoid an attack or two. Even though admittedly 34 is not that high.
There is a fine line between consideration and hesitation. The former is wisdom, the latter is fear.
What just happened here? Increased critical strikes, multiple traps. Did I just run into a gem workshop? Had a friend complain about Ruthless and the gem acquisition. Somehow I doubt these gems would be available. Honestly, let's pretend we never mentioned Ruthless here. Did the Sin Lord run away and hide? Where's the path to Fidelitas? All the way to the end of these rooms. Out of Quicksilver too. Not going to identify those. So Piety is running away. She's using the portal to disappear. Helena is...
That thing! It slaughtered everyone! Help me!
You need a help, apparently.
When I'm ready, and not before.
And the Baleful Gem. So we did get the Trial of Ascendancy. Let's get out of here. Feels really strange to have the Purity of Elements so early on. Can't say if picking up that amulet was the correct choice. Maybe the Wanderlust was a better choice. So life and double resistances. That's even better. We can throw these away.
The Oriathan girl. She is alive.
She is.
She wants to stay with us, not to go back to her people. I say we take her traitor's heart to the chief. Ask that the warriors in black leave us be.
So Desecrate, Herald of Ice, Herald of Ash, Arctic Armor. This is a solid pick, but we already have freezing immunity. And I think we also have immunity to chill as well. Right. Do I want any of these? Maybe the Herald of Ash. Yeah, just maybe. We're gonna sell these. The other one I should probably
The
throw
spirit
away.
is strong in Fellshrine. You touch the stones, you will feel it.
Fellshrine? Which quest is that? Sacred Ground, the Hand of the Good Man. Are we gonna do that quest? I need to figure that out.
I gave the Ebony Legion my faith and my loyalty, and it offered me nothing but fear and death in return. Piety led us into that wretched place in the hopes of finding a device named simply the Spike. Farewell.
Of course, the spike is in a completely different location. That being said, can craft. I'm not sure if I'm gonna need resistances. It's a bit early. Let's keep this quest item. I'm not gonna travel to the Necropolis. So if I hold if I hold control, I can open a new instance. How can I manipulate the instances through the lantern? maybe that is simply not possible. Level 17. We can go to the Brocken Bridge too. Maximum life. Pretty terrible. The +2 projectiles, I guess you can manipulate these and assign them to a group of monsters that only use melee attacks. At the same time, it would be kind of terrible having to deal with extra chaos. There he is, Arimor with his cart. Throw away the gloves. We're not gonna need the Herald of Asp. Maybe in the endgame we can use it. We're gonna purchase a new one if that is the case. Time to kill Creighton.
Your trouble.
It's kind of disappointing, really. I usually like rats.
And we exit. Level 18. Let's head to Fell Shrine. So back to the crossroads, we're heading southeast. Can assign one more point. Lots of traveling to do in this tree. So movement speed is... So these are these shambling cadavers. I don't really mind that. Increased life granted to pack members on death. Let's apply that to the Titans. And we can avoid dealing with the Titans. So what are my thoughts on the League mechanic so far? Well, I do like the theme behind it. I like the voice acting. And I'm pretty sure the crafting is also going to be great. What I do not like is that you do not have an opportunity to simply remove it. And sometimes you want to enter an area and simply not have to worry about added danger. That is a Val side area. Covered up hollow. I think this one is guarded... The vessel is guarded by the Flicker Strike Spider. Yeah, Flicker Spider. We can deal with her. Just realize that there is no lantern and no vengeful spirits in the Val side area. We're getting so many transmutes.
When I'm ready, and not before.
Oh, come on. What kind of zone is this? padded vest. 2 blue, 1 green. 2 blue, 1 green. I don't think I'm gonna start a new character anytime soon. That is a Val Cold Snap and nothing else. Well. So much for that side area. Let's follow the road. This road is going to eventually lead you to the cathedral. Explosive traps, Ice Nova, and another Blight Gem. Not what I was looking for. Then again, what can you get from gem cutters that you would want at this level? Cold skeletons. Increase maximum life. Sure. Are those the spinning pillars? They are the spinning pillars. I'm gonna flip the switch and just simply wait. We can dash forward. Oh, just wait. Maybe flip this one. +1 to explicit modifiers.
What have you got for me today?
Shine
Exile.
boldly, so that all may find you when the night falls.
The Ashen Buccaneers. We are level 19. I want to level as much as possible. The reason why is we spend a lot of nodes traveling to the area where the shadow starts pathing through, and that means we're not exactly powerful. We don't have enough damage, we do not have enough support keystones. What was that? One beautiful dead end. That is a transmute. Why exactly is there a bridge in this area? I would like to know what is expecting us below. Poor Joffrey. So another iron ring. I'm not gonna need the heavy belt. I'm not gonna pick up anything else. So now we can go back to town, speak to Yina, and probably go to the Western Forest. Plenty to do
You are
here.
Dream Tender, my new name for you.
Book of Regrets. These are wands for minions, and I'm not really interested in any of these. Can pick up a better flask. But no, I think we're doing fine.
Go.
You and me, we are the same. We dream big. We find new places. We do not tell stories. Stories are told about us. I have story for you. A good story, but not finished. I go into 8-leg forest in southwest. Meet the mother of all 8 legs. We fight. Big fight. From sunrise to sunset. I stick my best spear in mother's eye and return to village. The road. It runs east and west of here.
That was actually Maligara's spike.
Passes the bandit woman's camp, then turns south to the sea.
Next stop is going to be the riverways and then the northern forest.
When I'm ready, and not before.
Did I say northern? I meant the wetlands. Can you imagine having to sort all these? Especially in maps, it's going to be a problem. Let's find a camp and deal with Oak. There is also a waypoint. I would definitely like to unlock it. Can see some type of shrine. Found a waypoint. Cannot access the Val ruins. We're gonna have to find the spike. That's another spike. The rusted spike. Let's equip that one. What about Oak? I just found his camp. Okay. The entrance is usually next to the broken wagon.
So an enemy of hope has fallen.
Lots of physical damage here.
This land has no time for avaricious little despots like you, Oak.
And we're out of here again.
Hello.
Return if you must.
Let's go to the western forest. We're gonna have to return to the wetlands once we have the items that we need to progress. Not exactly looking forward to the Val ruins. Navigating that area can be a nightmare. So we're looking for a Lyra. There is a torch, sconce, whatever you want to call it. And you can follow these tiles. That is a seal charge. And they're going this way? No, this way. So there's a camp. That's how you can find it. Right. So something to remember is that as you move south along the road, the way the waypoint is located is going to help you find a Lyra. On the other side of the road, this is where you can find the Weaver.
The King of Rats, Creighton, dead.
They're both dead. A Lyra is going to join them.
When I'm ready, and not before. You missed a valuable lesson, sister. Never let the power go to your head.
Before we loop around and find the Weaver's chambers, let's get out of here. These explosions did a lot of damage.
The very land learns to heed my demands.
Level 20. We're still somewhat low. We activate the seal, the path is open, we can go back to the first act to receive a reward. Another Val side area. I'm going to skip this one. We're wasting way too much time. Even though I don't necessarily like to rush, the campaign story takes way too much time in Path of Exile. I wish it was shorter, but if you get carried away, you can spend 15 hours interacting with all the areas and the league mechanics. So critical strike chance, I kind of hate these. Uses Viper Strike, that's alright. The Flicker Strikers are the annoying ones. The smaller ones are fine. That was a decent haul. Do I want this iron mask? No, because... yeah, no. We need blue sockets, not green ones. I guess one green socket is fine because of void manipulation. Everything else should be green. Or red for a couple of support gems. And this is the perfect place to be fighting a boss. We are taking way too much damage. Probably all physical too.
Ready and not before. Too much clutter.
Oh, that is not good. So how much mana is this? 196. We have exactly 196 unreserved mana. So that should work perfectly. The gloves are not bad either. Can I fit these somehow? Probably not. Picking up the spike is the important part. You don't want to be running that dungeon. I should say that zone twice.
There's greatness in you. You've proved that without a doubt. And whether you've destroyed the bandits for us or for your own ends, it matters not at all. You've given us back our home and our future. You say the Lords of Larceny wore these around their necks? I'm so sorry, my friend.
That is the apex.
Keep your wits about you.
So we're keeping this one, the spike as well. let's go back to Act 1. We need to speak with Bestel.
Quite the lady killer, aren't you? That singing squid didn't stand a chance. Fairgraves was a good man, fine explorer. He opened the door to many a new world, for better or for worse, usually.
A stranger like no other faced the wall of the Umbra, opened a pass in a sorry land, gave some hope to a sorry band of exiles and death-soaked castaways.
There. Thought you deserved one of my finest poems.
How about... Wait, we pick up 2 of these books. One was for Fairgrave, and the other was for what? The Passage? Right, the Passage. Do I want to equip the 29? That is 114 armor. Slightly better, but only slightly.
Yes?
So we're selling those, we're selling this one. Really disappointed about the leather hood.
Goodbye.
Strongest monster. Armor has a chance to be converted to a jeweler's orb. Can apply this probably to... That is normal, that is very low. Okay, how about the constructs? Sure. The flame salvagers. Another type of construct. So we have a decent amount of strength, dexterity too. Well, you know what? Dexterity is honestly not that high. Fangs of the Viper. That has a lot of dexterity and also movement speed. Chaos damage. Sure, damage over time. I'm going to path towards entropy. And then probably grab growth and decay. I hope this is the way towards the exit. Essence of Greed. We're gonna open it.
Life is short. Deal with it.
So that was a minion wand. It's a 3-link. Probably best if we just keep it. Let's identify this flask. Reduce recovery rate. It's still better, honestly. And we have another one of these essences. I'm gonna wait for a 4-link arm. Is that an incursion? An altar. Okay, Alva is not here. Corrupt an item. No. I have a bad feeling about this. That is a Grand Flask and that is a Jade Amulet. Won't be summoning any holy relics. Well, not on this character. I have an idea about one of these summoners. The holy relic is not a bad skill by itself, especially if you play as a Templar and specialize into the Guardian. Lots of support there. Found the exit. We're gonna break the seal, plunge the world into darkness.
How fascinating.
Wait, what is this? 2 to 5 cold damage. Most of the damage we're gonna be dealing is damage over time, which essentially means added damage to spells is not gonna cut it.
Ready, Exile? It is
Resistance is
time to
movement speed, physical damage reduction. Lightning modifiers.
Oh, it's a ripe one.
Is it?
When I'm ready, and not before.
There is a club. That is a unique. I'm not afraid of it. I need as much experience as I can get. Wait, that is another one we can collect. The Dread Thicket. I'm gonna stay out of the Dread Thicket. Is there a point in heading inside? Let me see. Increased damage, global critical. No. Come on. That is a ritual. They've been adding all these
Beware anonymous
different
gifts.
anonymous gifts. Did I make the right call? Totem of Pain. I think we unlocked something. There's bound to be more. Only completed 1 out of 3. Could have been 4.
Bring the beast in my sights, Exile.
Sure.
You have been captured, beast. You will be a survivor, or you will be food.
That is a perfect position for the totem. I think they're on to us. I'm gonna make a mental note to purchase a decoy.
Capture with pride, Exile. You hunt well.
Probably my favorite skill in Path of Exile. Across all characters, all leagues or playstyles. The old dependable decoy. Okay, we're not gonna be valuing anything. That one... So, some instant recovery. Found the third one. Of course, I cannot activate it unless I kill the monsters. At least some of them. I'm not 100% certain how the rituals work. One of the leagues I never initially tried. It's been a long time. I want to say 2 or 3 years. Maybe more. Why am I taking so much damage? No, we're done. Hopefully.
Too much clutter.
Oh, of course. What can I pick up? I can try for another honor dome. Well, that is the first one. We found one from the Nameless Seer. Let's put it like that. A couple of orbs of fusing. We have how much? 950. Sure, let's pick up these orbs. Oh, the Omen of Return. Will be consumed to create a portal to town. No, I'm remaining optimistic about all this. Wish we could... well... I mean, we're just short. And I cannot pick up anything. Can defer some of these. That was the essence drain. Definitely want to test if rituals are going to spawn here again.
Nothing like this happens until you are here.
Bruce is not happy, and I cannot blame them. So we're gonna sell all these, maybe not the ringmail gloves. Almost good, not quite. So we're gonna sell all these, probably the flask as well. Removes curses. I'll keep the flask. Change of plans. So keep this for the eventual minion character.
That spear. Yes, that is my best spear. The one I stuck in eye of old Mother Wraeclast.
And that is the Control Destruction Gem. This is what we want.
What has happened? Did the world not rise from its sleep?
Should we tell him? So Hina, is there another quest reward?
A vast creature, a thing of shadow.
Goodbye.
So never mind that. Let's place the Control Destruction right here. Oh, maybe add some damage to the Holy Flame Totem. Use the point. I should have used the waypoint.
Gifts.
What anonymous gifts?
Beware anonymous gifts.
That was a great hunt, Exile. Einar will write a mighty poem about it. It will surprise you to learn that I am not popular.
I could have guessed. So we can visit the Menagerie. We're gonna enter Einhar's portal. Might as well activate the waypoint. We can go back to the northern forest whenever we have to.
Welcome to Einar's Menagerie, Exile. This is where I keep the beasts we capture. Do not worry about their well-being. I do not think they will worry about yours. A little humor for you. The arena just north. That is the blood altar. See you.
I'm not going to perform a ritual just yet. I think we appreciated Einhar's humor enough. Let's turn back, and what else can we do here? Probably enter the caverns.
Beware anonymous gifts.
Why does he keep repeating that?
When I'm ready, and not before.
Phantom Occultist. Could this be a dead end? No. It's going to lead to a strongbox. Need to be careful here. We can die from these lamps. And there is another superior flask, a couple of those.
Too much clutter.
So the boot knife and wait, no, this is looping back. Hold on, am I not supposed to find a recipe here? You know what, maybe not. What we're gonna do is head back to town. I want to empty my inventory. We are level 23.
What troubles you bring? Travel far.
And one more test in the northern forest. Opening a new one. This is getting better. This is not the extra content I was looking for. Ruby ring. Yeah, might as well keep those. Just how much damage am I taking here? We're now massive. Plated gauntlets, there's a... I'm not gonna pick up the helm. Well, actually, I should pick up the helmet. Maybe the foil too.
What have you got for me today, Exile?
One more corpse or Arimor. And that is another shrine. No ritual though.
When I'm ready, and not before.
Back to town. So these are the penultimate preparations. So we're destroying this one.
What do you want?
This one is not worth keeping. And that is a chromatic item. 5 more. What are these people doing with the MTX?
Going?
So we have everything we need. We have the apex. Back to the caverns, and we're ascending the pyramid. That is also a dead end, which means the entrance to the pyramid might be to northeast. Let's head to the northeast. It was. Made the right call. So what can we figure out here? Life regeneration, chance to poison. That sounds fine. Manipulating spirits for every single area. Am I the only one that feels this is going to end up being overwhelming? That is the help panel. That is not what we're looking for. There is no League interface. Trying to figure out if there is an option to simply deactivate the lantern, so we can no longer see the spirits or end up fighting in areas that the spirits have infested.
When I'm ready, and not before.
On the path up, is this the apex? It is not the apex. We have one more floor. Thankfully, floors get smaller, because it is a pyramid after all. That is a Quicksilver. So this is the path leading to the apex. Let's activate the altar. What could possibly go wrong? There is the recipe. Spell damage. So we unlocked spell damage. That is 23. So 15 and 23. And it's gone. I wish the Oversoul was not going to disappear as soon as it summoned these enemies. Someone is already in the Fungal Hollow. That is a map, by the way. So people have reached level 70, or maybe even higher. Arming axe, there's a quiver, boots, and an ancient sword.
A pity. I think we could have been friends.
Truly a pity. That marks the end of Act 2, though. Could go through the city of Sar. Since to evade, we don't care about that. Since to hinder enemies on hit with spells, I'm pretty confident the Swarmers do not cast any spells. Crafting recipe. Movement speed rank 1. That was definitely not there before. I remember it being not in the pyramid even, somewhere in the caverns, just after the waypoint.
When I'm ready, and not before.
Hunt or be hunted, Exile! The first ones look upon this capture with pride, Exile. You hunt well.
All that for a doublet. The Quartz Wand is, of course, not spell damage.
Do not worry, little beast. We are friends now.
What can I pick up here? Scale doublet.
I don't mean to sound ungrateful, but we've no time for talk. Tolman was out here with me, and now Piety has him.
Somehow I can tell this is not going to end well. Poor Tolman. I guess it just wasn't meant to be. Leeches life, chaos resistant. Probably why it's so annoying.
This one is captured. I now will take it.
Do I want the 2-stone? No, someone just reached level 68. However, they're already in maps. But I suppose this is a proper ending to this episode. Reach the third act. This is the Sarn encampment. We can continue in a bit. Going to take a break. Thank you for watching though, and hopefully I'll see you in the next part for even more Path of Exile.